Good afternoon and welcome back again to the channel. So we're back in the car, landed back at East Midlands literally 45 minutes ago. It's about 5 to 3, landed at 10 past 2, so I've got changed for work. So we're going to head off for Stoke. I'm not going to go back home. The luggage is in the back and it can stay in there till I get back. So this is just to conclude the series. So I've done well with it as far as I know. It was a fantastic place to go, Albufeira, the Algarve. Never been to that part of Portugal. Never flown into Faro. Well, I have now. So it was all right going. It was all right coming back. I practically got the back seat of the plane almost. Sat on the right hand side, right by the window, so near the back door. So apart from that, it was a good flight. So we landed on time, about 15 minutes ahead of schedule. So straight through the airport back here, getting my luggage, getting my passport. In fact, the e-gate worked, which was amazing, because usually when I put the passport in, it says seek assistance. Well, it didn't. The gate opened and I went straight out, and I thought, wow, it's actually worked for me. Because every other airport I've been to, including Birmingham and Manchester, it's never worked. So there you go, it worked. So I got my bag pretty much straight away. So back in the car to conclude the series. So upcoming series, obviously Prague is the next one. The next travel blog will be Prague, which is in the second week of December. That's from Manchester Airport. So the next thing I need to think about doing is booking the hotel the night before, because the car park's booked, Terminal 2 West, which is attached to the Terminal 2, which is where I'm going to go from, because that's where Jet2 are going from this next week. Apparently, that all flights are going to go from Terminal 2 up, I think it's from the 6th, which is next week. So that's what the website says for Jet2, and the Manchester Airport website both say that. So I'm booked on car park 2 Terminal 2 West, which I have used before when I've gone to Dubrovnik. So I know how to get to it, and you're literally straight into the terminal from the car park. But obviously the plan is to stay overnight, because what I'm thinking of doing is, rather than go back home from work to have to go back up towards Stoke again, why not just go from work straight to the airport? Because I'm literally 12.5 miles closer if I go from work to have to go back home to then go back up again to go to Manchester. So the plan is to basically go from work, because you can park 6 hours before your booking time starts, and you can usually stay 6 hours after your booking time ends. That's what it says on the websites. They give you 6 hours grace, obviously in case of flight delay, etc. So if I got to the car park for just after 11 at night, after finishing my shift, I know the barrier on that car park will lift, and all I've got to do then is go with my luggage straight across the road to the Holiday Inn, have a room only, don't need breakfast, I'll just have that in the airport in pret-a-manger, or have something to eat on the plane, which I normally do anyway. I can't book a breakfast for Prague, I've had a look, but I can have something to eat in pret-a-manger, and I can always get the meal deal from work the night before, because I won't have had any tea, so there's no point in me going back home to have to come back out, like I've said. So if I get the meal deal, I can go straight to the airport, car park, go straight to the hotel, have a shower in the room, because I'll have my luggage with me anyway, so I'll have the toiletries with me, and obviously I can use the shower gel that's in the room, because most rooms in hotels have it, which this one did. Wasn't brilliant, let's put it that way. I'll do that in a future video. I'll mention a review on the hotel, etc. in another video. There are a few points I just want to make. But apart from that, it was a nice stay. The weather was reasonable. It rained when we left Portugal this morning. It's overcast here now. It's obviously a bit chillier than Portugal, but the weather's been pretty good. I had a good day yesterday doing the Jeep Safari, going to the zoo, going to a farm and doing some liquor tasting. Obviously I bought a few things from the airport, including some sangria, of course, and some Portuguese liqueur and some toffees and stuff for home. So I've got that. Obviously the day before I did the boat trip. Didn't see any dolphins, but got to see the lovely caves, including that Bengali one, which is used on Microsoft Windows. So those that have got Microsoft Windows and that comes up on your wallpaper, that's the cave I've been in, Bengali. It's in the Algarve in Portugal. So I've actually been in it. I've got pictures of it, video, footage, magnets, you name it, I've got it. So it was enjoyable. But during this month, before Prague, I want to do another 2 series, possibly back at Peak Wildlife Park and of course Twycross, because I've got annual passes for both. So I'd rather have another stint over there on those 2 just to get the pass used again, particularly for the peak one, but also to get the pass used at Twycross, which is valid till August next year. In fact, they both are. And I've also heard as well, just on Peak Wildlife Park, that the bush dogs have given birth to 3 pups. So I saw that on the social media page while I was away. So they've got 3 baby bush dogs at Peak Wildlife Park, because obviously the 2 that are already there, Nacho and Nanook, they're already there. No, Nacho and Nori, sorry. Those 2 dogs, anyway, have had 2 pups. So I don't know when they're going to be on display for viewing, but it was announced on their social media page. So I just thought I'd share that little bit of news as well. But yes, Peak Wildlife Park Series in November, which is this month, of course, probably a couple of weeks' time. And then I'll head over to Twycross Zoo and do another series over there. And of course, then it's preparation for Prague, which is in the middle of December, just before the Christmas period. So that's the next one, the major travel series. May do a travel blog in the new year. I'm not sure yet. I may look going back to Benidorm again. Maybe go and do another series over there, stay in the Poniente side like I did before. Plus the weather's better over there than in Britain during the winter. So maybe I'll get some winter sun. And then of course the cruise is in March. So I've paid a bit more towards that. So obviously the cruise is in March. That's from Tenerife to Cyprus, and that's going from here at East Midlands Airport. And I did ask before I went through security when I was here about the bag drop, and I did mention it on the video, but I mentioned it again. I won't be allowed to do the bag drop the night before because the flight's changed to 12:10. It was 11 o'clock, which meant I was able to do the bag drop. Because it's changed to after 12, I can't. So unless they change the flight back again, which they may do, but I know on the online booking thing, on the Manage My Booking online, it's definitely got the new flight times on. And also in January I'll get the e-ticket for it. So the chances are I won't be able to do the bag drop. So I'll either have to toy with the idea of staying overnight here and going into the airport with all my luggage, or just travel on the morning of travel. Travel to the airport on the morning of travel, and just have the night before just to chill out at home, which obviously I'm going to do. Make sure I've got everything packed, ready for going, and obviously I'll be able to have a decent sleep as well, because the flight's not till lunchtime, so I won't need to get here till about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. So I wouldn't need to leave home till 7:30, 7:45 really, so I can have a decent kip. So that, which might be a good thing, because I know I was really tired this week when I got to Portugal. I was very tired. In fact, I slept for over 12 hours. That's how tired I was after Monday, being up all afternoon, all night, all Tuesday. I was wrecked. So from like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, I was just asleep in the room. I was just that tired. So it isn't a good thing now, but it's the adrenaline that keeps me awake, which isn't good really. Plus I've been to work as well previous. So that doesn't do me any good either, because I have to come straight, go home, and then come back out to here. But if I can book a night at the hotel here, I don't mind doing that, because then it means I can just go straight in. I can have a decent kip in the hotel room and not have to leave as early. Just go straight across the road into the terminal, because the hotel is called Leonardo's. It used to be the Jury's Inn, but obviously it's now Leonardo Hotels, so I can stay there. One final thing. Now, at this airport, they are trialling the new security system, like at Birmingham, where you don't have to take your liquids out. So when I got here, I was about to go through the normal security queue, but there was a chap outside and says, if you want, you can go and trial the new security system. So I thought, all right, I will then. So you just go up a ramp. It's just after the Jet 2 check-ins. You've got the toilets, and then you've got the normal security bit, and then you go up the ramp into this room. And you don't have to take your liquids out. So you just put your bag in the tray with everything in, electricals, liquids, as long as they're 100 mils or less. And then you take everything out your pockets, take your jacket off, and you go through a scanner, and then you basically just go through, and you are the other side of the other security area, and you're straight into departures. It took me literally 3 minutes to go through that. So if I'd have gone through the other one, it might have taken about 6 or 7 minutes. So I did save 5 or 6 minutes. So if you do fly from East Midlands, you can opt to go through the trial security system, which is just after the Jet 2 check-in in the main terminal. So I thought I'd let you know that as well. But at the moment, obviously you've got to take your liquids out if you go through the normal one. But they're only trialling it, but they're obviously going to bring it in, which is what Birmingham are doing. Manchester, I'm not sure about yet. I will do a video on that when I go. So for now, that's the update on the channel. So at CarlSmith25 to subscribe. Met a few people out in the Algarve as well that will probably follow my channel. So hi to you if you're watching. Please subscribe if you've seen me out and about in Algarve, which I'm sure people have. So thank you for watching. The views have gone up a little bit. I've still got lots of videos to put on. They're not all on yet. I've got quite a few more to do. So I will do them when I'm back home later and over this weekend. But for now, it's onwards to work. So thank you for watching this video in this series, and good afternoon.